Welcome to GemChem. Now today's video is on alkenes part 12 video, and here we are going to deal with syn and anti-hydroxylation at carbon-carbon double bond. Now before starting, already 11 videos of alkenes are being uploaded in the channel. You can watch it. I will give the link in the description box as well as the I button present above this video. Now if you are new to GemChem, do not forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for regular updates. Now the syn and anti-hydroxylation will be shown in two separate videos. In this particular video, we are going to deal with cis addition or syn hydroxylation, and in the next video we are going to deal with both syn and anti-hydroxylation, where we are going to learn about two named reactions and other two reagents which can be used for this. So let us start. So first reagent which we can use for dihydroxylation is osmium tetroxide. Now when an alkene is treated with osmium tetroxide in an inert solvent like ether or dioxin, rapid precipitation of a cyclic osmet ester takes place. Now first we are treating an alkene with an osmium tetroxide. Okay, and then this kind of reaction occurs. That is, this double bond goes and bonds with oxygen. This oxygen gives up the double bond to osmium, and this double bond of oxygen opens up to bond with this carbon, that is the second carbon of the alkene, and ultimately we get this osmet ester. So this is the cyclic osmet ester, right? And we can tell that this is a cyclic intermediate which we are getting here. Okay, now pyridine is used as catalyst. Okay, and the ester is then hydrolyzed under reducing conditions to yield a syn hydroxylated product. So on hydroxylation, what happens? This bond breaks up. That is, this bond and this bond breaks up. So we get OH in the same direction. So it is known as syn. Now for details of syn and anti, you can watch the IUPAC nomenclature video on the syn and anti. I will give the link in the description box as well as the I button present above this video. Now if someone wants any proof of the formation of cyclic intermediate, then this reaction can help it out. So if you see that the two bonds are being grabbed by a ring of pentene, right? And when we dihydroxylate using osmium tetroxide and ether, and in presence of reducing agent, then we get the OH groups in the same side. Because of both its expense and its toxicity, it is best to use this osmium tetroxide in catalytic amount in presence of oxidant. What does this oxidant do? So this oxidant helps to get back osmium tetroxide. Now commonly used oxidants are hydrogen peroxide, tertiary butyl hydroperoxide. So what is this? CH3, CH3, CH3 and OOH. And another oxidant which can be used is N-methyl morpholine N oxide. And this N-methyl morpholine N oxide is more common than this previous reagent. So how it looks? It is like this, O, a ring. So the nitrogen and oxygen are para to each other, and nitrogen is positively charged and it is attached to CH3 and O minus. So this is morpholine oxide, that is N-methyl morpholine N oxide. Okay, now these helps to retrieve back the osmium tetroxide from its reactive form. Now this is one of the examples which can be asked in exams. So this is the double bond, and here syn hydroxylation occurs in both the carbons, right? Now another reagent which we are going to deal with is KMnO4, dilute alkaline cold KMnO4, which also helps in cis hydroxylation, and the mechanism is near about same like osmium tetroxide. Now this reaction also proceeds via the formation of cyclic intermediate, and same mechanism, that is this double bond gets bonded to this oxygen. This oxygen opens up and gives the double bonds electrons to manganese, and the double bond from this oxygen bonds to the olefinic carbon. Okay, and this is the cyclic intermediate which is being obtained. Okay, and the last step is that on hydrolysis these two bonds breaks, oxygen Mn and oxygen Mn, to give us the dihydroxylated product. Now if you see, we get manganese 5 plus, and we can get again back Mn 7 plus MnO2. Now using potassium permanganate labeled with O18, it is found that both glycol oxygen atoms coming from oxidizing agent. So if we want to detect whether these two are coming from this MnO4 minus, we can label these oxygens and then we can observe that these are also labeled. Similarly for osmium tetroxide, if we want to get sure that all the oxygens are coming from osmium tetroxide or not, we can label each of the oxygens and then in the product we will get labeled product. Okay. Now we will see few examples. Now first, what are the advantages of alkaline KMnO4? Why, though we have osmium tetroxide, why KMnO4 is also needed? Because it is hazardous to use and very much cheaper. Now if we see this one, consider this is a alkene. Now on adding KMnO4 and aqueous NaOH for hydrolysis, we get the following product. Similarly, if we look into this reaction, then we can get this product. Now for this reaction, particularly for the second reaction, if you see, then another product is also possible, which can cause due to the cis hydroxylation, that is this product. But here we have seen that this is not occurring. See here OH is present up, here both OH is present down, but the main thing is that both is cis-diol, but why not this product is coming? What is the reason for not coming of this product? We have to know this one, and this application will be valid for every reactions having such kind of cyclic rings. Now if we consider this in 3D figure, now see this one, this ring is compressed in downside and has more steric hindrance in the downside. Ring is just squeezed from here, whereas if attack takes place from here, there is no steric hindrance. This is the least hindered side. Whereas if we consider the attack from the blue side, then here there are several groups which can cause hindrance. So this product is exclusively obtained and also isolated because the permanganate favors to attack from the less hindered side. So always remember, whenever cyclic things are present like this, that is cyclohexane or this type of things, always attack occurs from upside rather than downside, because in the downside it remains in a squeezed condition. There is more steric hindrance than upside. So this is for 6-membered ring and this is for 5-membered ring. Okay. Now we will see few developed reagents which can be used for cis or syn hydroxylation. Now cetyl trimethyl ammonium permanganate in dichloromethane or in aqueous tertiary butyl alcohol can be used. So what is the reagent? Let us see. This is the ammonium part. It contains 3-methyl group. Okay. And another group which is C16H33 and MnO4 minus. This reagent can be used for cis dihydroxylation. Now here see, cetyl is this portion. This portion is cetyl. So it is known as cetyl trimethyl for the 3 methyls present here, ammonium for the ammonia like structure, because this nitrogen forms this one, ammonium permanganate for this one, permanganate. Clear? This reagent is used. Next, how the reaction takes place. So suppose we take this kind of alkene and add the reagent that we have seen previously. I am not writing the reagent, this is the reagent total. So we are adding that green reagent, okay, here. Ultimately what we will obtain? We will obtain the product, same product, desired product, and the hydroxylation will take place from the same side. Similarly, try to get the product of this one on your own. Same reagent is being added. What will be the product? This one has been done using osmium tetroxide as reagent. Same product will be obtained. Right. Now remember, during our previous classes when we were learning, we had learnt about KMnO4 test for unsaturation. Right. So this reaction is actually that reaction. This reaction helps us to detect the unsaturation, as when unsaturation is present, color of permanganate ion will be discharged after oxidation at the double bond. So we have seen the oxidation, right? So the permanganate color gets discharged, and this is how we have seen the test for saturation. And hope this was helpful. This much for today. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe and comment.